Alright guys, I'm doing another video on the go today. I'm saving time. Okay, now the video is about time. Have you got time? Now, I made my last video, which was called The Key to Happiness. You may have seen it. If you haven't, you can go back. And yeah, I mean, I got good feedback on it. I got good feedback in terms of people commenting and people getting in touch with me privately and saying that they'd seen it, and you know, that they were quite impressed by what I'd said. And it weren't rocket science really. All I said really was how we need to invest time into ourselves in order to be happy, and basically put the work in, really. So that was really all it was. But what I mean really when I was saying about that was kind of like, you know, you need to do it consistently. It's not just about a long period of time for a day or 2 days. It's over a long period. So it might only be 20 minutes a day, but it will be for, you know, like I've been doing that for years now, where I've just been putting in maybe half an hour, sometimes less, over a number of years now, and that's really paid off for me. So it doesn't have to be a real long period of time, so or in one go. So when people say they haven't got time, I don't believe that that's true really. I think people have got the time, and you know, people always find the time for things that are important to them, and that's the main thing. So you'll always find the time for your priorities. So a lot of people make time to go on social media. People will make time to watch box sets and, you know, Netflix and all that sort of thing, and have no problem fitting that in. Yet we say we haven't got time to invest in our happiness, which is a little bit crazy when you actually think about it. What's important? And I've heard there's a good video out there. It's a short clip really. Arnold Schwarzenegger is talking about the same sort of thing, where people say that they haven't got time to work out, and he say people always say they haven't got time to work out, and then you've got people like the President of the United States and the Pope and people like that. They're finding time to train. So if they've got time to train, then you've got time to train. And I think that's brilliant. But when I saw that clip, interestingly enough, there was somebody who in the comments section put something along the lines of, yeah, but the Pope and the President of the United States, I bet they don't cook their own meals, I bet they don't wash their own clothes. Which kind of just made me laugh really, because they were then implying that they are busier than those people. So an excuse is always available if you're after that too, really. Same as time's always available, and excuse is always available also. So I found that quite comical really, because I've done it myself as well. That's why it's funny. I'm no different to anybody else. I've done it as well. I had a coach. I was at a competition, judo competition one time, and there was a coach, you know, who used to be a decent judo player as well, and he looked in pretty good shape. And I think I commented on him looking in good shape, and he said, yeah, no, I still train. I still train a lot. And he said, do you train? And I said, well, not really as much these days anyway, just because I haven't got time. So I used exactly the same excuse. And he said, yeah, but you have got time. And I said, well, yeah, but not as much as I used to. And he said, what you need to do is make it your emergency meeting every day. Your emergency meeting every day. And for me, that was like, yeah, you know, health, there's nothing more really important. I say happiness is the most important thing, but I guess our health is, you know, right up there. And you need to work out, not to become the best judo player in the world or whatever, you know. You need to work out in order to stay healthy, and that's really important. So for me to say that I haven't got time to work out was an excuse, and he called me out on it, and he said, make it your emergency meeting every day. And I was like, yeah, that's right, because you would make time for an emergency meeting. You would make time if your child broke their arm and you had to take them to A&E. You know, you make time for what is important. and you can always make the excuse that you haven't got time when things aren't quite so important to you. So happiness is important, same as our health is important. And for you to message me and say that all sounds really good, your video, but I haven't got time, is just an excuse. And you know it is, and I know it is, because I've been there as well, and I've done the same thing. So I'll leave that there, a little video just to call people out on not having time. I'm not the best time manager either. I'm rubbish with my time management, and I still find time to work out, and I still find time to work on my happiness, which is real important things. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but don't make excuses. All right, so I'm gonna leave that there, and if you like what we're talking about on the channel, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on another video. Cheers guys.